Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our October readings, monthly tarotscopes. This is going to be for Taurus, Sun and Rising Venus signs. And as always, just keep an open mind, take what resonates with you as it resonates with you, as it makes sense to you. Be sure to watch all your signs. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you to everyone who has. So, Taurus, for you I'm using the Tarot of the Haunted House and clarifying with the Tarot of New Vision, the mini edition. And we're just going to jump in here, okay? What's going on for Taurus for October? Judgment. Well, it would make sense with Mercury being retrograde, wouldn't it? We'll see if it pops back up. Taurus for October 2021. There we go. Two of Swords. Judgment. The Ace of Wands. Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's trying not to face the truth of a situation because it would mean you have to take action one way or another. The Death card in the past. The Hermit in the near future. I feel like something has ended and there's almost a refusal to accept. The Three of Cups and how you see yourself. Yeah, the Ten of Wands in the environment. Not letting go of something. Hopes and fears, the Three of Swords, and in the outcome, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. We'll clarify. Bottom of the deck, the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is an energy of conflict. And we have the Devil under that, Capricorn energy. I feel like someone came in and just took control, complete control of a situation. No one else had an opinion. No one else had... It felt like you just didn't have a choice. You just had to do what they said. Yeah, the World card. I feel like this could be where someone steps in and just takes something over, right? Whether it's assets, property, it's a new boss and they just come in and don't even try to get to know the team. They just restructure everything and stuff like that. You know what I mean? A bit of a tyrannical energy. This to do with relationships, someone, any other kind of relationships, right? Where it involves other people, right? So you have to talk things through and everything and come to terms or agreements or whatnot. And I feel like this is someone who just came in, tied your hands, Eight of Swords, Two of Swords, tied your hands, didn't give you a choice, didn't give you an opinion, and they ended something. Okay, so this could be where you were pushed out of a house, you were pushed out of a job, you were pushed out of a relationship, or kind of left behind, right? Scorpio energy in the past. And the challenge with the Judgment card, I feel like for some of you, because we also have the Three of Cups, you may be trying to resurrect something, especially if it's an emotional situation, so a one-to-one relationship or a romantic relationship. I feel like the challenge is you're trying to resurrect it, or you're refusing to accept that this is actually what's happened. You're refusing to accept an ending, and you're trying to figure out a way to resurrect it. The challenge with the Judgment card combined with the Two and the Eight of Swords is saying you already know the truth of the situation. You see it for what it is. And it's a matter of, accepting it. And then seeing what you can do with what is left, right? Crowning you, we have the Ace of Wands. So this could be a lot of anger in terms of what happened. Clouding your judgment. But also it's where an action is needed towards a new beginning. And it's like you see that an action is needed towards a new beginning, but you don't want to see it because the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords are both blindfolded, because you feel like the decision that was made, you didn't get a say in it. Okay? And so it's a lot of tension and it's a lot of inner conflict as well as outer conflict potentially. In the near future, we have the Hermit. So with the Hermit, this could be where you take a step back kind of regroup to figure out, okay, how am I going to handle this? How am I going to work this? Is there anything I can do about it? Okay. You could also be talking to an expert, professional. If it's a case of, can I take him to court? Or if it's a case of, is this legal? Or just getting some wise counsel in terms of what it is that you could do about the situation. And how you see yourself, again, I feel like with the Three of Cups, you see yourself as, I'm able to bring this back together. Or I'm able to, or this could also be where it's a group of people. You see yourself as, so maybe it's a situation, for some of you it's a situation where, yeah, someone just came in, restructured everything, and a bunch of people got kicked out, or a bunch of people got mistreated. And you could be like unionizing people, you know what I mean? Like putting together, gathering people and their stories to prepare a case or that kind of thing, okay? In your environment, we have the Ten of Wands. So it's a difficult ending. It's a heavy burden. This could be where you have to gather your stuff and leave the property. You have to move out. You have to, or you're left with someone else's stuff and you have to get it out of your house. You know what I mean? In hopes and fears, we have the Three of Swords. So yes, there is sadness, sorrow, of feeling a lack or a betrayal or a loss. The hope is being able to recover or reconcile with the Three of Cups. And the fear is more of a, I don't want to have to accept that this is the new reality, right? It's not so much a fear as it is, I'd really prefer not to have to do that because it's going to be painful. But, you know, I'm trying my best to turn things around type thing. So again, trying to avoid facing the truth of the situation, right? And accepting that maybe there is not that much that you can do about it. In the outcome, we do have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is your energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. The Queen of Pentacles typically talks about, in terms of energy, it talks about making plans for the future, doing budgets, planning things out, estimates, gathering, collating information with a purpose, right, to present it to someone or to take it to court or whatever the case may be. Or for others of you, this just says, because with the Hermit under that, it could be where towards the end of the month, you may very well come to the conclusion that, you know what, I'm going to take a step away from this. I'm going to focus on myself and recovering, whether that's mentally, emotionally, and financially. And you're looking at what you have been investing in, what you can bring back to yourself, etc. Okay? So let's clarify. I'll be surprised if I don't see the Tower in here. So let's clarify for Taurus, the energies of October 20. Speaking of which, you see what jumped out? The Tower. With the King of Wands. This King of Wands could be the reason for everything. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. But it's someone who's a bit of a bully, a bit of a tyrant. It's like, I know best. I don't even need to ask people. It's someone who, they do have innovative ideas, or they like to go against the grain just because they can, right? Depends which side of them you get. However, they're very much kind of doing it on their own. They take charge, they take point, and they just run with it, right? They're not the sort to consult with others. They're not the sort, because they believe they're the visionary. They have the idea, they have the understanding, they have everything they need. They just need to tell people what to do. Does that make sense? But yeah, it's definitely something completely unexpected. For some of you, this has happened already. The Tower has fallen already. And for others, this is happening in early October. It's coming out of the blue. And it's to do with this person. The Eight of Swords in the foundation is clarified by the Eight of Swords. Yeah, man, this is, you've been dealing with someone, or you're dealing, or will be dealing with someone who is a bully, is a tyrant. Okay, they're a tyrant. Capricorn under here, remember. It's all about them, their goals. They're not interested in negotiating. They're not interested in what other people are saying, thinking. They're not interested, and they might even be doing something illegal or immoral. And with the Eight of Swords, they may bully you or pressure you into staying quiet, into feeling like you don't have a choice, into feeling like your hands are tied and you just have to do what they say type situation. Death card in the past. The Queen of Pentacles in the past. So I feel like this could be where someone takes your place. Okay? This could be where someone took your place. However that makes sense. Because this is what has ended. Then you're trying to kind of deal with it and resurrect it. But in the end, you're like, you know what? I'll cut my losses and adjust. But I'll bring the focus back to me. So you're finding your own power again, whereas this person wants to make you believe that you don't have any power, you don't have any say in the situation. Okay? Someone pushed you out, someone took your place, or someone took from you. Okay? And then tried to pressure you into staying silent, or pressure you into thinking you just have to take it, right? The Ace of Wands crowning you. Yeah, we have the Ace of Swords. You definitely want to, you're very angry, you're trying to make sure you're seeing things clearly, or you're trying to gather information to present a case, to submit something, to apply for something, or to make something public, and you're trying to make sure that you have all your facts straight. This could also be where you're checking legislation, checking the law, checking company policies to see if what this person is doing is allowed, or if you can get them fired, removed, get them to pay for it, or stuff like that, you know what I mean? The Hermit in the near future. We have the Moon. Observing. Judgment again. Yeah, observing. I feel like you keep trying different things. The Ace of Pentacles. You keep trying different things, different approaches, because first you have the Ace of Wands. You tried fight fire with fire, that doesn't work. Then you try threaten them with the law, or threaten them with making whatever they're doing public or stuff like that. That doesn't work. And so the more you try to either get through to this person, or to remedy the situation, or to bring it back to what it was, the more you try, the more you come to the conclusion with the Judgment card twice that this is really happening. This person's not going anywhere. You may pay a professional, you may pay a private investigator for some of you to gather information on this person, to observe them, gather information for you to be able to use it on like in your case, as it were. For others of you, they may try to buy your silence, is also what I'm seeing. For you to turn your back on the truth of the situation, right? Pretend you don't know what's going on and stay quiet. Three of Cups. And how you see yourself. Yeah, the Two of Swords. You see yourself as, I don't even know what I want to do about this anymore, because this has already happened, right? And this is kind of going towards second, third week of the month, and by that point you're like, I don't even know what to do anymore. I don't even know how I feel about it. I don't even know if I want to get involved. I don't know if I want to just stay quiet and deal with it because I have my own stuff to deal with, or I don't know if I want to make a scene. You know, you're very, very confused, because you're coming to the conclusion that just taking something back to the way it was is just not a possibility anymore. So you're trying to figure out your new normal and what you are going to do about it. What's this Ten of Wands in the environment? The Six of Wands. Yeah, this air sign, why did I say air? Fire sign. Six of Wands with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like this is where you move in with a friend or you move in with a family member temporarily. For others of you, this is where you detach from the situation, you clear out your desk or whatever the case may be, or you just mentally, emotionally detach from the situation. I do feel like there's a departure, whether it's an actual departure or you just detaching. And going to see a friend, a counselor, someone who can give you advice on the matter. The Three of Swords in hopes and fears. We have the Four of Cups, so I feel like for some of you, you know, the hope is that not all is lost, and you could go from the Three of Cups to the Four of Cups. And for others of you, again, it's the fear around the fact that actually, no matter what I try, because you have 3 aces and it's still not coming together, right? So no matter what kind of approach you take to it, it's not coming together, and the fear is, I wonder if it's just not going to come together at all, and I need to figure out what my new normal is. And just kind of accept the loss. And the Queen of Pentacles in the outcome. The Knight of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Cups, another ace. The Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I'm seeing this a couple of different ways. So for some of you, you're deciding, you know what, okay, I accept the fact that it's not coming together. I'm going to cut my ties, cut my losses, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Move away from this, move away, change my job, move out. And this could be a new home with the Ace of Cups. It could be a new job, because this could also be job change. But it also could be where authorities get involved with that Queen of Swords, and they kind of cut and slash, and they go, no, you get this and you get this, and this is going to be put right. But it's not putting things back the way they were necessarily. It's more about you getting compensation or them supporting you and finding something else as a result of what's happened. Does that make sense? Because either way, there's a change with that Knight of Wands, a change of residence, a change of job, a trip, going from one to another type energy. And it looks like, yeah, Two of Cups with the Hierophant, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. For some of you, since the card of the past was the Queen of Pentacles and the card in the outcome is the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you do find a way to push this person out. And I feel like the key is this Queen of Swords. An air sign may be the key, or this is someone who works in the legal field, someone who has authority to decide and to overrule things, right? A judge, a lawyer, they're at a distance from you, so I don't know if it's not your local court, if you have to go to the state one or to the county one, or even higher than that, right? It's not something that this person is at a distance, or this institution or whatever it is at a distance from you. So you might have to go the distance, or go a distance, to reach this person or this institution, tell them what's going on, for them to intervene. At which point, I do see them cutting this person out, either restoring things to what they were, or, for others of you, this is someone who will almost like give you something to replace what was lost. Okay, let's sum up, because I'm seeing a couple of different scenarios. If it's to do with work, career, this is happening in the business world for you. I feel like someone's coming in, they're a bully. There has been some sort of a restructure, or this person came in out of nowhere, and they're just bullying people. And they're doing things that are underhanded, illegal, borderline illegal, right? and they're bullying you into staying quiet, or they're trying to buy your silence. They're talking to you about, you know, making you their right hand person, or giving you more money, or, you know, getting some, it's like, yeah, just whatever it is, trying to buy your silence, or trying to buy their your loyalty to them. For some of you, be careful, because for some of you, I'm seeing you tempted to just take what they're giving you and just stay quiet and mind your business. However, whatever they're doing, they will be caught. So it's a matter of, do you want to go down with them? Okay, so just keep that in mind. For others of you, you're gathering that information and the proof, emails, recordings, or whatever it is, and that is what you're taking to a higher power, a figure of authority, however that makes sense to you. And they're cutting this person out, restoring things to what they were, or what they should have been in the first place. Okay. If this is, and that would mean, for some of you, it means they cut that person out, they give you the job that was rightfully yours, or they cut that person out and they replace that person with someone else, but it's a more peaceful interaction, or someone who just goes with the team and as opposed to against them. Or they come in and they are giving you options. We could find you a job in a different department. We could get you a job in a different branch, right? They're offering you compensation. They're offering to help you to kind of make up for what happened. If this is going on in terms of love life, I'm seeing someone who is going after you or your partner or your spouse. They don't care that you've been together for a while. They don't care that you live together. They don't care that you might have a family. This is someone who's just a very bad person. And they're throwing everything they have to tempt you or your partner. And I feel like whether this is coming to an ultimatum, it's revealed either way, okay? Whatever's going on that's not right is revealed. That leads to a conversation of an ultimatum of what do you want to do, of where do you want to invest, right? With the Ace of Pentacles, there might be, okay, let's finish this scenario. And then that leads to back and forth. I'm seeing temporary separation, or a short separation, or it's just a matter of the two of you aren't speaking to each other. It's a case of you go figure out what you want, and then you come find me when you've decided, right? And I do see this person coming back home, or coming back to you, offering you love and commitment, and with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups and the Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles, it's like they're coming back to their senses, right? And peace is restored within that dynamic, within that relationship. For others of you, where the breakup has already happened, this other person or other party has succeeded in breaking the two of you apart. And I'm seeing, trying to initiate communication, and there's rejection, or there's being ignored or being blocked, or whatever the case may be. But it's there's something shady about it. So let's say you're trying to reach out to this person, but then the third party is always on their phone, and they see that you message the person and they delete the message, so your person doesn't actually see that you're trying to contact them. Does that make sense? That is coming to light. Something shady that they're doing is coming to light. That leads to conversations of what do you really want to do? And so that could lead to a reconciliation if you wanted that. Okay. If it's a case of love triangle that you didn't know you were part of, it's the same kind of scenario. And whatever's going on, it does lead to a restored connection, or a renewed or a new connection, where it's like someone is coming to their senses. If I don't know what I was thinking, of course I choose you, of course I want you. Okay? You're just gonna have to figure out if this is something that you still want. I'm seeing this person that is groveling back, right? I'm seeing them being like genuine. It's almost like, I'm gonna say it with the devil there as well, it's almost like someone just puts a spell on someone. And that's not the usual kind of stuff I see or say or talk about in my readings, but I'm picking it up here. Someone has done some shady stuff. And it's like someone just forgets who they are for a moment there. But I do, whatever is done in the dark is coming to the light, okay? Because you have judgment twice. And then some conversations start, and then you can figure out if you want to take them back or if you don't want to take them back. Some people are just easily tempted. There's nothing else behind it, right? So it's not going to be for everyone. Some people are just easily tempted, and they just kind of get lost in the moment and do something reckless. So it's up to you to decide what you're willing to accept, what you're willing to work on, what you're willing to deal with at the end of the day. Okay? But whatever the situation is, you're not stuck. You don't have to stay quiet or else, right? Your hands are not tied. You can do something about it. Okay? So just keep that in mind. All right? And whatever is done in the dark is coming to the light. And people will have to deal with the consequences of their own actions. Okay? Woo, that was intense. Okay, I'll leave it there. Let me know, okay? Let me know. Tell me in the comments, what is this? Because it's a mess. It can have a happy ending. It can have a positive ending. You just kind of have to deal with a lot to get there if you want to do that, okay? Because all of this can just be avoided if you just turn your back and walk away as soon as whatever goes down. And be like, nope, I'm done, never mind. And you can save yourself some stress. It just depends what you want to do, okay? But let me know what the situation is. If it makes sense to you, if you relate to this, let me know what it is. And if the reading helps you, I hope it does, okay? So I'll leave it there. Thank you again for your support. Make the most of the month. And remember, it is Mercury retrograde, so stuff like this is going to happen, right? Whatever people do impulsively during the retrograde, by the time Mercury goes direct, they're like, oh my god, coming to their senses, exactly, coming out of the fog, like, what the hell did I just do? What happened? I don't even remember why I did that in the first place, you know what I mean? And then they try to fix things. So just keep that in mind, okay? Whoever needs to leave your life, let them go. They will come back. Things will be put right, for better or for worse, you know what I mean? In one way or another, they will be put right. So I'll leave it there, okay? Make the most of the month, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.